We gotta find. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. The program. Who's That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue.
Yo, what is going on, guys? What a day, what a day. I say that every stream. It has been something else. Smash's like crash out arc is just amazing. This guy just can't stop, and he is trying to milk Colin, but it just makes him look so bad. We're going to get into a little bit of Smash today. I'm not going to go over his current crash out too much. but I am going to go over something that I just saw that I absolutely wanted to cover and watch the video on. So if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to watch it with you guys here on stream. And just kind of see what his thought process was here. So if you didn't know, I mean, Smash has been like super active. It's probably because he's seen a boost in viewership since July, probably due to a lot of the collective shout stuff and different things like that. So I think he's trying to milk it as much as he can before the chickens come to roost, before it goes back against him. But before we get into that, I've reset the goal. The goal to 500. My next one is 200, and we'll keep going up from there. So again, thank you guys. I wasn't even expecting to ever get 100. But here we are. Yeah, he is big mad at Colin, and it looks like Colin and Alyssa are talking now. So he's going to have even more hatred and vitriol to go to it. I'm hoping they'll do a stream. I mentioned it when they were talking, like, hey, y'all should stream, but we'll see what happens with that. And by the way, how's it going, Simon? Let's get into this. I'm not going to be streaming RimWorld today, and that's mostly because I have so many small clips of Mizkif. I have tweets of like 3 girls that have come out with sexual harassment and essay allegations. We'll see if any of them do better than I think Amaru's was, because I really don't think her description of the essay was not, it didn't sound like essay to me. Now I got to be careful what I say. I got to stay, like, I already did it once, but I got to use the essay terms, because my last video with going over the Amaru stuff, it absolutely didn't do anything out the door. Like the algorithm just killed it. So I think I'm going to have to re-download it and censor myself. So I'm going to do the same with this one, just on stream. Just watch what I'm saying. I know YouTube doesn't like stuff like that. So we'll go from there. As much as people dislike Alyssa, we dislike Jeff even more. True. Well, here's the thing with Alyssa that I've come to realize over the years. She's just a lefty journalist, a progressive lefty journalist, or feminist journalist would probably be a better description. And I can dislike her takes, I can dislike her, but I can hate Smash too. Or even more, just because he is the more pathetic of the group. So he made an entire video, 14 minutes, which I'm guessing he did on stream, of this tweet right here: now hiring senior technical artist. And then there was another one that was now hiring language, like, artist, or language something, or what it is called, associate QA tester and language development support. So they're looking for someone who can speak Italian. And I kind of think this is where it spread from. I haven't looked at this technical artist, but I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and begin, though, and see why this is whites need not apply.
Naughty Dog is now hiring. If you guys are interested in working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and you're a senior technical artist, we have a job for you. Blend your artistic flair with programming skills to shape the future of gaming. Join us to develop striking visual features and build artist tools. Apply now. And I thought it was curious, a couple things. First one, they tagged at Naughty Dog Careers. Now, this is like tweeted now. They tweeted this out. There is no account called Naughty Dog Careers. So do they not, the person that posted this, do they not even know that? Like, was this an automated post and they haven't updated it? I don't know, but I thought that was weird. Secondly,
yeah, that meant nothing.
When you dive into what they want out of someone for this, you probably already know where we're going. This is the senior technical artist at Naughty Dog.
If you are committed,
I always get a kick out of classic, amazing games from a studio from.
Hold on. I haven't watched this little video, but let me guess. They're going to talk about diversity, and he's going to talk about how woke that is, right? Is that where we're going with it? That's my prediction.
Go, and they're using those as a recruitment video for today. It's like, what have you done in the past few years? Everyone.
I mean, yeah, you show your previous work. They're pretty proud of The Last of Us. They sold it like 6 fucking times. But yeah, that just seems normal.
That made those games back then is gone. Why are you showing them?
committed to your craft and you really want to push yourself to the next level, Naughty Dog is the perfect place. It's a place where if you want to release a product and be proud of, because everyone next to you have the same goal of pushing that limit and pushing themselves to that limit, this is the perfect place to do it.
Naughty Dog is an extremely, and I know that's not really saying much in the video game industry these days, but extremely wokeified studio. And you might
Wokeified. Is there a definition for that word? Like, what does wokeified mean? Predicting that he's going to say is like predicting that the sky is going to be blue. Also, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Reddy? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty great right now. So we got a decent amount of content on our buddy Mizkif. So we're going to see his history.
My favorite thing about working at Naughty Dog is the people. Every day, getting to come to work, being pushed.
Hold on. This damn headset. I got to get a new headset. Because y'all can hear it, but sometimes it just ends up dying on me. Say woke.
By your peers, knowing that you got to.
So how do we get rid of the guys and insert more women into these games?
Is that what, hold on. Did I
Work.
miss it?
See that when we go.
Being pushed by your peers, knowing that people every day.
And you know, these days, but
To that.
Okay.
extremely, and I know that's not really saying much in the video game industry these days, but
Hey, happy birthday, Reddy. How big a TV? I'm glad. How old did you turn?
extremely wokeified studio.
Mm-hmm.
And you might see that when we go through this.
My favorite thing about working at Naughty Dog is the people. Every day, getting to come to work, being pushed by your peers, knowing that you got to.
So how do we get rid of the guys and insert more women into these games?
Like, what was that even said anywhere in that sentence? Am I just like having a stroke? Where was that said?
Work hard.
Pushed by your peers.
Just to keep up, knowing that you're surrounded by people who are much more talented
Blue-
and smart
blue hair, there we
than you are.
You are challenged here.
Lots of low T going on here, guys.
No matter what is your position, even if you
Dude, Smash has no room to talk about low T. You turned 26 and the TV's around 43 inches. Nice. We recently got, that's kind of funny. We recently got a 42 inch, 43 inch TV for our D&D campaigns. We actually set it up as one of those, like, so that it faces up so that we can use it as a gaming board for all the maps and things like that. It was a lot of fun. It's a game changer.
even if you think you're the best of the best, it's just like that won't last.
It kills me too. Is like The Last of Us is another top 10 amazing game. One of the best games I've ever played. The Last of Us is still incredible. Absolute fucking cinema. What happened with this studio?
And you learn so much every day.
One big thing that I learned here at Naughty Dog is they encourage you not to be afraid to fail. And that is huge, because if you're not failing enough, that means you're not pushing hard enough and you're not trying new things and risking new ideas.
A schoolmate
Kind of surprised he didn't say something about that, but you know.
by, and I was working on the
Neil Cuckman. There he is.
weekend. I was trying to get this gameplay bit done on Jack 3. And then I remember Evan walked by, and again, this is like, I just started, this is the co-president of the company. And I'm like, hey, Evan, like, this gameplay bit doesn't make quite sense to me. Like, what if we did this other change? And he's like, yeah, sounds great, do it. and walked away. And my friend was like, dude, you just changed Jack 3. How does that feel? I'm like, pretty awesome. And I always felt that kind of encouragement, like, make it better.
I think some of the Naughty Dog culture is based on the idea that you can't be too precious with your ideas.
You know who I'm seeing a severe lack of right here? Amy Henning. Whatever happened to her? Why is she not here anymore? She was the actual talent at night.
So you can't find anything to say about this video because it's just employees talking about their jobs, and they're all nerdy, like, you know, programmers and artists and things like that tend to be. Well, artists can get a little weird. Programmers then tend to be, you know, nerdier and quieter, I would say. What's the word for it? Enclosed. But now you're bringing up, you know, someone from the past to plug that in.
Naughty Dog. And she's gone. Weird.
There's no blueprint for fun. There's no absolute right or wrong on how you get to good experience. And we're always willing to throw things away.
Oh, wait, no, I hate women. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that there are good women developers and narrators out there. Sorry. What was I thinking?
And you can't be attached to your ideas. What I think is important versus getting it in the game and playing it and actually seeing how people respond to it and letting go of any concept of what I expected it to be or what.
This is surprisingly boring. Like, where's the whites need not apply? Like, all this video has been is white dudes.
How they should be playing it and actually seeing what they're actually, how they're actually playing it.
We come into the office and we're just trying to
What culture are they even talking about?
push ourselves to
Riveting.
get the most out of the hardware to make the
You think artists can get weird? Boy, let me tell you a thing or two about writers. All creatives are weird, all of you.
most beautiful art that anybody's ever seen to make a
Again,
game
they
that
keep
is
showing
engaging.
games from like 15, 20, 25 years ago right now.
And you know, people don't want to put down. So you know, we attract like-minded people that are
Wait, what about diversity? Like-minded people, hold up. Wait, what?
not content to just
He had to say diversity because they haven't said it fucking yet. Come on.
sort of accept run-of-the-mill mediocrity. They want to leave their mark on the industry, and that's why they've come to Naughty Dog.
Everyone has to be kind of a go-getter. So if you're coming in here and you're not passionate about this game or your role within
And proud of it. That's right, Simon. Be
You have
proud.
to check certain boxes. You just say that. You have to check certain boxes.
But if you are,
Where have they said any of that? You're just inserting that stuff into it, Smash.
there's going to be so many opportunities for you to contribute to that game, to contribute to what that vision of that game is and the vision of the company, because we're all in it together. And once you kind of can make that mental shift, then there's so much growth that can happen here. And again, you can really make something that you're proud of.
Naughty Dog, a once incredible studio, has now turned into what we're about to look into here, guys. You've been warned. And anyone who is anyone knows exactly what we're about to get into. Because this, when I said it's a very woke studio, it's pretty over the top. Naughty Dog, job summary. Ability to work hybrid from our Santa Monica, California base studio is required. Goes into for 40 years. It's been around. God damn, Naughty Dog's been around for 40 years? What?
Yes. Yeah.
Naughty Dog's first game was Math Jam, 1985 for the Apple II. Wow, fun fact. How the mighty have fallen. I thought Naughty Dog got to start with Crash Bandicoot, so all right, fun fact. For
That's
nearly
probably where
40
they
years,
like hit it
Naughty
big.
Dog has been crafting the best-selling.
Okay, are you
critically
gonna?
acclaimed
I don't
games
need you to
constantly put
fucking.
years into all the details.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, they've made them. What you will do, and it goes into all the details here, blah, 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 blah. Senior technical artist, write high-level shading features, spearhead development, write well-architected code, skills, 5+ years experience, high proficiency. I mean, all this sounds well and good. All right. Like,
He
as
sounds like a
recruiter,
tourist. Yes, he does. Red
when I was
Stain.
working in the
And
game industry as a
welcome.
recruiter, I would get these kind of stipulations to go through, and this would be fairly standard. The problem that I would run into is finding out the specifications when you go to actually apply, because a lot of people would qualify with this kind of stuff. But then what separates people around, right? First off, the estimated USA base pay range, Los Angeles, is $138,000 starting, which they never pay, to it's typically towards the higher end, which would be $172,700.
Sure,
a
yes.
year. That is insane. I mean, that's how much they
Well,
cost.
That's like programmers get paid a lot of fucking money. Yes. Yes, those prices go up so they can get the top people in.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money. First name, last name, preferred name. Okay, cool. Sounds right. Email. Okay, country, phone, everything. Attached resume.
Oh,
Sounds
no.
right. Cover letter. Yep. Okay, everything's great. LinkedIn. Yep. Website. Sure. Have you ever worked at Sony? Which I would say yes. Are you authorized to work in the United States? Great. Not that they care.
We all know what he did at Sony, right?
Will you now or in the future require? Okay, so all these standard stuff, right? And then we get to this. Now, for those of you that were paying attention to when we talk the UK Games Fund, this is what I was talking about with that. Voluntarily self-identification or voluntary
I want to note before he reads this, that says voluntary.
self-identification. Voluntary, meaning you don't have to tell them
Sure.
that you're black or gay or trans. You don't have to tell them that. But I will tell you, if you do tell them that, they might actually look at your resume.
I'm hoping to see that in the wording. In fact, I'm going to read it right now. Our vision at PlayStation is to bring the best in our global team members by creating a sense of belonging, being a place where you can grow, ensuring everyone feels valued, heard, and supported so we can push the boundaries of play. The vision that vision begins our candidates, and we are working to better understand the diversity of our candidate population. This data will also be aggregated and sent to the government for reporting purposes. Please know that the completion of this form is entirely voluntary. Your personal identifiable information, name, address, etc., will not be considered in the hiring process or thereafter. Any information that you choose to provide will be recorded, maintained, and confidentially filed for XX time. Makes sense. Everyone wants a safe workplace. Yes, I agree, Red Stain. This is also looks like a government aggregator. Like hey, we want you to tell people that we want to find out we want to get numbers on who's working in the industry. So set up this self-identifying thing. Where is the woke in that? Because if they were wanting to hire based off of race, based off of trans, whatever it is, they would just put it in the block. What's your pronouns? What's your race? Stuff like that. This isn't. I don't think this is what he thinks it is.
Protected veteran, disability. Great. All right. So we got gender, male, female. I'm actually shocked they don't have non-binary here. I'm shocked. Gender identity. Here we go. This is where they get to the real stuff.
I hate to tell you, this is just a thing now, right? You don't have to even put anything other than female or male. The choices are there for you. This is just the way the world works now. If you're offended by words, get the fuck over it.
Agender, cisgender, female. What?
Look, it says cisgender male, just cisgender female. But if that offends you, you don't even have to pick that. You could just put male or female.
The fuck is gender queer? Intersex? Is that like banging yourself into a pretzel? Oh, male. I found male. It's all the way down here, guys. Hold on. There's male. Here it is.
And so is transgender.
Non-binary, gender non-conforming, gender variant, gender identity not listed, transgender, two-spirited.
Now, two-spirited's kind of funny. Like, what is two-spirited? But
yes, Neil Cuckman, I am a hawk and a wolf. I am two-spirit. What are your personal pronouns? Pronouns not listed? We'll toss you. He, him, he, they, she, her, she, they. What about he, her? Where's he, her? And she, him? They, them, them, zer. This is a real job application for Naughty Dog. I knew I was gonna.
I'd tell you, like most places, doctors' offices, most places have this stuff in it now. It's just, again, the way the world works. Whether you agree with it or not, all you have to do is select something and move on.
Have some fun with this one. Oh, remember earlier when I said if you were gay, you definitely should tell them. This is, by the way, how everyone at the studio ends up being gay. Sexual orientation: asexual, bisexual, gay, lesbian, heterosexual, sexual orientation not listed. What do you like to bang cars? Pansexual, you like to have sex with the dishes? Queer? Questioning? I'm questioning a lot of this shit. Yes, I am definitely questioning. I don't wish to answer. Wait, was straight even here?
Yes, heterosexual, you fucking moron. Yes, holy fucking shit. Are you serious? Smash doesn't know what heterosexual means? That's been... Oh, come on.
Just say straight. You have all these other weird fucking names, you know.
Heterosexual is what it's called. That's just that's just what it is. That's not a new term. That's been around forever.
Say straight. Are you Hispanic / Latin X? Not that we need to specifically know to check a box, but if you are, we would definitely love to know that. Please identify your race / ethnicity. American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian, Black, or African American. Because to them, it's the same thing. They don't care.
Okay. Some people call them Black. Some people call them African American. This line right here, Black or African American, has also been like a thing forever. So that's a little weird.
Native, Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander. 2 or more races. Guys, this, for the future, in the recruiting world that we live in today, I don't care if you think you're white. Always check 2 or more races. Just do that if you want the job.
Are you fucking serious? You realize there's people that are like mixed blood. They don't really fall into African American. They don't really fall into white or Asian or whatever they have because they're mixed blood, right? They're you can't be fucking serious. It used to be, if no matter how much African American blood you had, you just clicked Black, right? But now they're saying, hey, you can say that you're 2 or more races. Do I think it could be silly? Maybe, but you know, that's the world we live in.
They won't be able to question it. They will check a box saying they told us they're 2 or more races. Just go with it. Trust me on that. Unfortunately, they want to erase white people.
Oh my! They want to erase white people. They're mixing. They're race mixing. Yeah, white is right there.
I don't know how else to tell you this, but that's the direction that the World Economic Forum has been pushing these companies to get the grades.
Here we go. Buzzword.
And free money. Are you a protected veteran? I identify as more of the categories as protected veteran. You know, I don't, I do, I don't wish to answer. Do you have a disability? Yes, I have a disability, or have a history record of having a disability. No, I don't have a disability or history. I don't wish to answer. By checking this box, I agree to allow Naughty Dog to retain my data for future opportunities for employment, aka use it in a checklist data spreadsheet Rolodex to share and send off to organizations that are funding.
You know, like they disclosed at the very top.
By checking this box, I consent to Naughty Dog collecting, storing, and processing my responses to, to the demographic data surveys above. There it is. There it is. Submit application.
Yes, you read the first part where it said they were going to send it to the government. Congratulations.
So guys, yeah, I wonder how these game companies are so diverse.
Oh. I'm working on it. Hold on. Let's see here. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Naughty Dog LLC. Nope, I don't want to go there. Oh, that works. That works. When is this from? No, that's from 2019. As we saw in the video, if we go back to the video, because I'm trying to find an updated picture here. That was all fucking white people. You think if they wanted some kind of like, if they're trying to sell the diversity idea, like if they have some agenda to sell diversity, they would show the diverse people in their organization to sell that, like, hey, you're diverse here. Most of this stuff that he's showing is like basic stuff that you come on to. Yeah, the woke stuff is in there. You can have a problem with I don't even know why he read the veteran one, or even if he even understands what a protected veteran is. You can have a laugh and talk about this stuff. Clearly it still has male in there. There's nothing in here that says they're going to choose you based off of it, considering it looks like the vast majority of their team is white. So this is just looking for it anywhere you can try and find it.
Are you a protected veteran?
Yeah, don't care.
Retain my data for fuel. By checking this box, I consent to Naughty Dog collecting, storing it. I wonder how these game companies are so diverse.
He realizes that like the government that they're sending it to is the current administration, right? Like it's not something that Trump just stopped. It's still something that's going on.
In order to get a highly qualified senior technical artist, typically it takes someone from an actual educated background. And typically, by and large, it's white men. It is. They would
Actually, that is not true. Typically, by and large, it's fucking Asians. Asians and in Canada, I've heard it's Indians.
love it to be women and black people, but it's just look at the people at the school.
So basically what he's saying is, since the vast majority of numbers are white people, they should only choose white people, because there's no way a black person who went to college and got his degree could be up to par for this job.
Schools over the years. Might be changing now, but ask yourself why with that one too. Anyways, that is Naughty Dog looking for a.
So that's Smash talking about Naughty Dog. He also said the same thing about this one. And this one doesn't pay much at fucking all. 26 something. But, it's because, Italians, I guess. You can't really read the whole thing because I don't have the whole page opened up. But I had to go over that just to see what he said, and it's as brain dead as I thought it would be. But now we're going to get into the meat. We're going to get into the good stuff. We're going to get into what's on the docket for today, and that's Mizkif. And there's so much now. 3 women have come out and made tweets saying that they were essayed and all of that. There's tons of clips of him like crashing out on stream, throwing stuff, things like that. There's just so much that we're going to go through quite a bit of it, I think, and at least until I get bored with it. But first, if we're going to do anything, we're going to start out with his response to the video, right? And let's begin.
Hello. Hello?
Hello.
Yo.
Sex pest Miz, that's right.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Yeah, he does look incredibly nervous.
Hello? Yo. Hey. Yo. Call Bean, he could fix this? No, it's okay. Yo. Yo.
Okay,
Yo.
we can.
What up, chat? Yo, what up?
46 months crazy year.
Holy shit, he went live. Some of the y'all can't see it, but some of the
Expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon time. Why not?
Oh.
It is time to go full demon time. Just letting you know. There is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything.
Take a shot every time he says, yep, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Demon time.
Yo.
Why not?
Don't tell me I've subbed this long for nothing.
Let's watch the world burn. Here, I'm taking out a sub-only mode. There you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn.
Holy abuser, like Jesus Christ.
You know, I see some people saying some very obtuse things. We can watch the world burn. Fuck it.
I think the only persons that's burning is you.
There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. And I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right.
He sounds pissed because he got caught. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Like he's on the defense, and it sounds like he's acting like he's got all this dirt that he's just going to drop. You know, he's even said, it's come out said that he's going to drop dirt on everybody. Trying to act like this is probably threats he's been making for a while. If y'all go after me, I know all of this stuff. But that's yet to be seen.
I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that
I'll say if you're going to talk about SA and this situation, probably turn off your text to speech for donos or whatever's being said.
People probably would never.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me.
Want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on because why not? Go crazy. Who cares?
No.
Who fucking cares? But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely. Been that for years. It's pretty fucking par for the course. What are we going to pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right? Calm down. Is this anything new?
He's trying to act like he's the bigger man here.
No. I'm a piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me. I am going to defend myself on what was said with Emmy. I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me, but the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay?
Already admitting you're upset. You're already losing, bud.
I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. Not through ChatGPT.
Debatable.
It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. It's not, bro, shut up. It's not through chat. You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, like, bro, shut up.
Yes, no. I think you absolutely would.
Yes, really. Really. No, it's Sora AI. I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that each other is spaced. It's so stupid. I'm not a good writer, bro. I'm not a good writer. So, okay.
I'll say good move on his side. He's at least written stuff down. You know, that's a positive. We'll give him a positive.
No stalling. I'm taking out of sub-only mode. I don't really care. I know that there's a lot of people that want to speak, and they can. I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of this, but this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay. So this is April of 2021. Okay. I'm going to write everything down. Everyone just chill and let me hear this out. Okay. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy.
People like this tend to have a massive skeletons in their closet. And is why they tend to keep dirt on their friends. Yeah, usually if you're keeping dirt on your friends, it's because you have something that could come out, right? At least that's how I think about it. Like, I don't... Oh, man.
I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to...
Well, I mean, it's very clear, too, and we'll probably see some of it in these clips, that he doesn't have friends. The people he associates with for clout. Like, a lot of people will call each other clout goblins, clout chasers, things like that. Mizkif is a true clout chaser, a true clout goblin.
To like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything.
I mean, that statement kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of communities. I've heard the what is it called? The VTuber community can be very backstabby. But like that's just about a thing in all of these look nice out in public communities, right? We have to save face while they're all backstabbing each other to try and get to the top.
Because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya. Me and Maya broke up. I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I'm telling you everything, chat, okay? Come on. I'm telling you the whole story. Sit down and relax, all right?
You see why Tommy Innit had a bad feeling about him and said it was the worst person he had ever met. Yeah, sometimes some people have like a really good sense of somebody, and they just like know when they see him. I don't know what it is, their mannerisms, they're reading their mind, whatever, but they're just like, there's something wrong with that guy.
Take a seat. I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we wanted content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, Season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like because it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to make it happen, it was going to be very stressful. But I had no idea what was going to come. It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end.
Inside the house?
Ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine.
So what is this for? Like, I get that y'all met each other, but like, what are you trying to do besides say you were her protector? You're trying to sauce everybody up to be like, look at what a good guy I was. I was trying to protect everybody from the drunk gunman. Get to the fucking allegations.
And we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go.
So now it's trauma bonding.
We would wake up together.
That's why he did it, so he could say that they were trauma bonded together.
Stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day. We were always so happy with each other.
Jesus, disavow.
Playing games until the night, loving every moment we were with each other. It felt poor. Jack, relax. I remember one day I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love, first time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go.
First time I felt love for a girl ever. She was the best. I wanted to be with her. I was protecting her. This is building up his I'm the good guy in this scenario.
The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened.
Yeah, but that's okay. Now we're on hearsay. You're saying that she didn't, it wasn't during fights, but you somehow gave her a black eye by throwing it on the bed. That just doesn't make sense, bud. That just doesn't add up that you launched your phone onto the bed and gave her a black eye. I don't know who's going to believe that.
Happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth.
Oh, we're getting examples here, like right here in court evidence.
Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Yeah, sorry, bud. I don't think that's going to give her a black eye. Like for basically what he's saying is I would throw it on the bed and it would bounce off and hit her. She said she got a black eye from it. Don't see that happening unless you're launching that sucker at your bed. And even then,
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily.
Well, she never said that you hit her. He's not even denouncing, just downplaying it. Yeah, 100%. It's just downplaying. He's not saying it didn't happen. He did say that she got a bruise. And then he's trying to say, he's going with well, I didn't hit her. Well, she never said that you physically hit her, like punched her or anything like that. She said you would throw things at her. And whether you intended it or not, you gave her a black eye. And this was a regular occurrence.
She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on or my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brush my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's it. I did feel a lot of stress.
Going with some safe slop content, I see. This just interests me, and there's so much on it that I'm kind of waiting for everything to explode on this. Mizkif's getting ready to drop stuff on everybody else. People are coming out with allegations left and right. This is going to be fun to watch. I think this is going to be interesting.
Over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalker.
I'm a chud watcher. Remember, I like a good I like a good rape story to take a look at.
From the ones that would show up at our old house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content.
And now we're going back into the stalkers, and I'm sure it's going to lead into how he's protected her from them.
These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy.
Okay, hold on. So now we're going into, let me go back a little bit here.
To not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts.
No, Vincent, I don't know the full lore of Crazy Slick. I know supposedly he's making a comeback. There's something about him making a message in someone's stream, maybe Mizkif stream. But I know a little bit. Like, I know Mizkif did a lot of defending when it came to this and sent his audience after a lot of people to protect Crazy Slick.
Can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known,
I'll look for it.
I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all.
Wasn't he like a founder of OTK too?
All of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Stay strong, Miz. This will pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on,
along with Asmongold, yeah.
But to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we could handle it. So, in September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends.
Mizkif is basically pulling a Tommy Wiseau. I don't know that one. I did not hit her. It's BS. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay. I guess another one of those ideas like, oh, well, I didn't physically hit her, so it's not abuse, right?
Emeru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with me anywhere.
Again, this is just like, this is telling the sob story of y'all's love. I don't really give a huge shit about this when it comes to it. All I really want to know is what's the allegations? Just give me the truth about the allegations. Tell me you didn't do it, bud. Tell me. But I get the feeling that that's not coming.
I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out. I lashed out. But she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad that stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression that most of my hair started to fall out and Emeru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
So this was supposedly, he's saying it's stress, but I've also heard people say this is the roids. Okay, I don't know the truth behind either of those.
As this time happened,
oh, infamous movie joke. Gotcha.
I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and being that Emeru hung out with me all day,
that felt performative. It might just be my bias, but that felt performative.
She too started to become high strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But I thought it could be fixed over time, since things were just so amazing that first year. But I'm so gay.
Two skunks outside your house.
I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote-only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. I never want to talk about this. Emeru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she
and then right into the rabbits. Okay.
first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all.
Dude, turn off the fucking voice text to speech and talk about your shit
all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
Wow, riveting. Thank you.
Didn't even know there was TTS going on. Hold on one sec.
So it comes down to what the fuck do the rabbits have to do with any of the allegations? You were, an abusive piece of shit that threw stuff at her and fucking constantly talked shit about her having more people with you. You'd get mad if she had a higher view count, but she was a horrible person because she didn't take care of her rabbits. Sure. Going for the Hassan bad approach.
Here is a video up close of Emeru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house.
I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. No one cares, bud. They care about the allegations against you. Defend yourself.
House knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
This is such a scripted approach. He's had this sitting on his computer with a little script to read out if anyone ever talks shit about him. This is just straight scripted to bring it out to her. I will almost guarantee at some point in person he has threatened her with this. Like, I'll tell people about your rabbits. It's unhinged, and this has nothing to do with anything that she said.
Disgusting.
In fact, she prefaced it in her video that he would do this, right? She said in her response that he was going to come after her with about her rabbits. And here we are, him doing exactly that. And it only makes him look like a retard.
This is a video from my own brother.
That's good fertilizer right there, by the way.
I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage.
He looks really nervous saying that.
Okay. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean.
So you're basically saying that she wasn't taking care of the rabbits, and you didn't step up to make sure the animals were taken care of, right? I get it. I've had fucking roommates that bring animals into the house and don't fucking take care of them. And, you know, usually I tell that person, hey, you either need to get these animals out of here to someone else or things like that. But I definitely don't let the animals just fucking die, right? So you took all these pictures of it. Did you do anything about it?
Them just because they felt bad. And my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me.
You're repeating yourself.
In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emaru's rabbits and said,
he's probably lying.
Are completely neglected, and this is disgusting. Emaru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything. Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of...
And apparently neither did you. You could have stepped up and saved these rabbits. Or, you know, kill them, skin them, put them in a stew.
Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
That's a big leap. Like, I know people who don't take care of their animals, but they do, like, it's a sign, I guess, but it doesn't equate. Like, people have a much stronger connection to human beings, especially when you birth them out of your body. But sure. Okay, bud. The rabbits is the breaking point. Him bringing the rabbits thing makes him look worse because it feels like he saved this information just for this moment. Well, she said it. If you watch my, you know, her allegations, she says he's going to bring up the rabbits and say that she killed them and things like that. So he already knows, or at least he either didn't watch her stream or he knew and did this anyway, that, you know, he's kept this just to use it against her. Yeah, I agree with you, but he wasn't even smart enough to realize that she already called him out on it. So this just completely falls flat. And, you're trying to compare this rabbit abuse. Sure, it's animal abuse if she wasn't taking care of it. I would also argue it's animal abuse if he's not doing anything to take care of it either, right? And comparing it to the verbal, emotional, and physical abuse that happened in y'all's relationship. I have not heard him deny any of the allegations yet.
The fights from these times started to get worse. I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things.
Well, there's an admitting that he just used her for content, or he would get mad at her for being better at streaming than him.
She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came.
I'm pretty sure someone has already said that this is bullshit. Like Maya or one of those said that he didn't point a gun at anybody. The stalker was outside. He had a gun while they were all inside hiding for the cops to show up. The right choice, by the way. The only reason to use that gun is if the guy comes to break in. If he tries to break in, empty magazine as needed. But this has already been called out to say. So whether it's he says, she says at this point, but Mizkif has the worst reputation, especially when it comes to lying or covering up or things like that.
These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her, on and off stream, that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone.
What do you need to do more to get rid of stalkers? Like, there's almost nothing you can do in a lot of those situations. When you get these people who are schizophrenics and stuff like that, you don't have to post provocative content. They'll see it out of nowhere, and just make up things on their life. You want a good example of this happening? I'm shamelessly plugging Chud in here again. Chud was watching this guy that was a schizophrenic who was making YouTube videos. The guy believes that Pokimane is talking to him in his head, that they're both witches and they talk back and forth and that they're getting married. And he had a troll that was pretending to be him and making AI pictures of Pokimane to pretend to be him. And he absolutely believed it. And there was nothing anyone could tell him to make it different. So what do you want her to do? Make people not be crazy schizophrenics?
Throughout this entire relationship, I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't
control. Got it. Let's go back because he's about to
want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right.
He's saying, I'm just doing it to protect her. Is that the case?
I know I could have done better. And
you're not dressing like, when I hear him say things like dress older, I hear him saying you're dressing like a slut. Like, I just feel like that's maybe what it is. Or not wearing a pajama. She's a streamer. She's a female streamer. They all wear pajamas. So it just downplaying what he said, not denying any of it. He's pretty much admitted that he was trying to get some form of control over him. But how much is he downplaying it?
I'm sorry. I know I was controlling and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man.
Again, this sounds performative.
The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone.
So she wanted you to do things that are part of a relationship. Listen, I understand like there can be this idea of too clingy where, you know, you're sometimes you need some space with people. Not like you need to be, you know, alone, not sleeping in the same bed, things like that. If you're dating or if you're a more serious married or things like that. But sometimes people do need to be alone, right? Sometimes I tell the wife, hey, listen, I just need a few minutes. Can you handle the kids for a little while? The wife does that with me. That's normal. But acting like everything that y'all do in your relationship and you want to get away, it's kind of like you're complaining about being in a relationship at this point.
And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. Sorry. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost.
So now the cat is evil too.
Weekly.
Which cats are evil. They just cuddle up and purr at you, but they're evil. All they want is food.
Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that
this whole thing of like I was not perfect is just straight down playing what happened. I was not perfect. You know, I did things wrong too, but here's all the things that she did.
Situation got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Do you hear the difference between those two things back to back? Like, I get it. She shouldn't throw plushies at you, but she would throw plushies and you would slam doors and break fucking walls. I hate it when the I'm not / someone is not perfect gets brought up. Yeah, it's just a way to try and swerve around the fact. Like, you're trying to sound like you're taking accountability, but you're not really taking accountability. You're just doing the I was bad too, but here's all the bad things they did. Apparently the pillows and the not pillows, the plushies and shirts were, man, they gave him a black eye.
Time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
Okay, so let's see some evidence.
I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care.
Yeah, I agree. If it has a metal zipper, that can definitely hurt. All right, so let's see here. I'm freaking out. What is happening? I'm so confused. Call me when you can. I'll call you back later. I feel like shit right now. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So what she's saying right here is that she's feeling bad for this situation and to the point that she's saying that, but this doesn't even sound like a serious threat. She doesn't sound like she's baiting. She sounds like she's upset at the situation that's happening to him, and she feels like a problem. So this isn't her using it against him. This isn't her trying to say, if you don't do this, I will end it. That's not what she's saying at all here. She's not using it against him. She's talking about the situation.
This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is
all right. Here's the thing. Like, this is the screenshot he brings forward as evidence that she is using suicide against him. When you bring evidence forward, you usually try to bring the best evidence possible. But this is what he brought. This is a nothing fucking burger. This is not her using it against him. This is her being stressed out about a situation that he has to deal with. Right? I feel like I'm the problem.
This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emaru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him.
Yeah, schizophrenics are that way.
It is
like here's the thing. Emaru is what? She just got the list just came out for female streamers, and she's the second largest female streamer out there. She has, several million fans. She's going to have more stalkers than the average person. I do agree with him in this case that the more you talk about it, the worse it can be. I don't know how that works with stalkers, but I do know it works in other situations, like with people who want to say mean things to you online or things like that. That's why I say you don't talk about people who threaten you and stuff like that. If it's a serious threat, call the cops. I don't need to know on the fucking internet.
Disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general.
Okay, what's the situation there? Like, was there anything? Did he break into the house? Did you ask him to leave the property? Was he standing outside the property? There's a lot of things that can happen with this. It's not this is a hearsay situation. Yeah, it definitely sucks to have all these stalkers. We've seen what happens with Emaru when they try and do dumb shit. There was that one guy at that fair or whatever it was, probably a repeat offender. Yeah, that's possible. So, and how does he know they just dropped him off at the 7-Eleven, right? Did the guy come back and say he was just dropped off at the 7-Eleven? There's a lot of holes in this story, a lot of plot holes.
Sorry. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point.
Don't be sorry, be better.
Soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Yeah, I still think this is like the weakest part of her entire allegations. It just, there was consent until there wasn't, and then he left. I don't care that he didn't apologize for it. Maybe you should. It's a nice thing to do. But when it comes to SA, this isn't SA. Everything else, though.
But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is
that's always what I say right before I say something that's very true.
exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day after staying over Emery's
I mean, she absolutely can, unless you have some kind of proof that she did it.
House, Emery made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you."
Sure, yeah, bad breakup. Get it.
That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me.
Yeah, this is kind of, this whole situation is he said, she said. She has friends that have like kind of confirmed it, or well, have they come out and confirmed it? Yes, she said a friend came and told her that he went up there looking for her, and it is strange that he just happened to walk into the room that she was in, but
me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. Okay. That's it. If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation. I want to make this real, and that's it.
Yeah, this is like a terrible response. Not really downplaying the stuff that did happen, not really, even engaging with what she said, and then trying to paint her as the bad person over rabbits. This is horror. Like, this isn't good. This doesn't do anything to make you look better.
Okay? I am going to stand up for myself. I am going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people,
here it
of
is.
other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But
here's the thing, though. Like, what are these messages? Because so far the messages he's shown don't like fit the bill of what he's trying to say that they are. And I just don't believe that he didn't realize what she was saying there, that he was just so autistic that he didn't understand that she was talking about the situation and not using suicide to get him to do something, right?
But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emaru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything.
Yet you held pictures of her rabbit. You told her that you would use those against her if it ever came up. Like, this is just bullshit.
If she ever said anything, I would say something as well.
Hold on. He just admitted to it.
Go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her. That was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well.
That's a plan and a fucking threat. What are you talking about? That's just flat out saying that, yes, if you say anything about me, I'm going to use this against you. Like, you're just in the same sentence, in the same little paragraph, you just contradicted yourself.
And that's completely understandable. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said.
So, yeah, you had a plan.
And that is what's going to happen.
So, I mean, if you didn't do any bad behavior, why would you worry about her going after you, right? Sure, she can make up false allegations, but if that's the case, you should be able to easily, well, not easily, that's not always the case, but for the most part, disprove them, right? And people would see through your way. But no, he specifically said, if you try to do anything, I will come after you. That is a threat. You are trying to control her to not say bad things about you, things that I think you don't want to come out. And now you're living up to that threat, and it's really falling flat.
Because you can't mess with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry, I don't. Go after me all you want. I have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emaru abused those rabbits. She did.
And we're back to the rabbits.
If you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house, you're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she let them outside. And it's disgusting. And I didn't want to bring this up ever. This was not something I planned on bringing up in my life.
Yet you had a picture of it on your hard drive, or video of it on your hard drive, and you told her you would bring it up if she talked about you. Like, who believes this?
but it's something that she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that. Like Asmongold, he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emaru, I mentally have been fucked up for years, and I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me.
And then we go into this thing I always hate. Like, I've been working on myself. I went to therapy for 2 weeks. I am a better person now than I was beforehand. This is the same song and dance that everyone does after allegations have come out about them, right? Oh, that was in the past. That was the old me. I'm a different person now. I'm much better off. It's just, it's almost word for word every time.
I do believe that.
Of course you're going to believe you're a good person.
I fucked up a lot, and I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself.
I don't know where that came from.
You're still mentally fucked? I am. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better. But I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And
I'm the victim, but you haven't, but you haven't really gone over what's not true, right? You admitted to throwing the phone, but you're trying to say you threw it at the bed and somehow gave her a black eye. She's killing rabbits, and like, what else was said? Like the SA thing. Yeah. Okay. I'm on your side with that one. I don't think it was. Other than that, it's nothing. You've done nothing.
It's just me who was at fault. It was a toxic relationship, and that's what it was.
I believe it was a toxic relationship.
Why was viewership so important? I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. Was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting, and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well. And it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream.
So now he's basically admitting to all of the stuff that she said about him, you know, going after numbers, being mad at people for numbers. Like, what allegations are you defending?
I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people. And it's a problem. I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now, but it's a serious problem that
I'm definitely way better than I was now. Same thing. I'm a better man now.
I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing. So, did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I do. I don't even remember what situation she was talking about. I mean, we were in cars with each other all the time. I remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport and she was in her blue Corvette and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad, and she stayed quiet. I don't remember the exact speed she got up to, but we were definitely flying.
But she did it too, guys. She did it too. One of the allegations in those driving is you said you would kill them both, or you could kill them both right now. Something along those lines, right? Let's focus on that part of it, and the 150 miles an hour.
But I'll say this as well. I have no problem admitting fault. The person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person, because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well. And mentally, the situations we were in, it just cataclysmed both of us. I was a very toxic person, and I knew I needed to get out, so I broke up with her. In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards, primarily for OTK stuff, but
that's not what I read.
There were times where I did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but yeah. That's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. Leak something? No, not today. This is something I think that we went over, and
this is something he has a plan for. An hour of this, and he said a whole lot of nothing. I agree. I
am glad that it is out there, what I just said, and
about the rabbits.
That's it.
Yeah, if anything, he sank even deeper. I haven't seen anybody outside of like maybe his crazed fans defending him in any way for this. It's just basically a lot of everyone thinking this is a huge nothing burger.
So that's it. I said what I had to say.
This stream was bad.
I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon.
Has he streamed since this? He has streamed. Let's see here. No, he hasn't streamed since this. This was the last stream 4 days ago. Last live 4 days ago. So yeah, he hasn't come back and said anything yet. I guess he's getting everything together. So let's move on. We're gonna get into. I think I'm gonna read some of the allegations, and then we might get into some of the clips and stuff like that, and see what's going on. See what is the case. But like 3 other people have said that they have had harassment or other things happen to them. A lot of these people I don't know, so you may have to tell me more about it, and go from there. Some of them are pretty big. They seem to be pretty big. Well, I say pretty big, probably pretty big streamers. First one we're gonna look at this one is because there is a video. Let's go here and do this. There we go. I gotta adjust this thing. Or do I need to just bring it back? There we go. So this person, best friend kick, Adriana Lee's reaction to Emeru exposing Mizkif. Let's watch this one, because this one looked pretty good.
An honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him.
It's almost like this is what I'm suing him for.
And this kind of like falls in line. Her saying that falls in line with what you hear about, or at least with the stuff I've heard about with the crazy slick stuff, right? He is more than willing to build a campaign of people to go after somebody if he thinks it'll benefit him.
What the fuck? It's almost like this is exactly what I'm suing him for.
I wasn't one of them. Threatening them and saying if I ever
creating a smear campaign? Creating a smear campaign? And it's almost like this is exactly what I'm suing him for. I'm winning my fucking lawsuit right now.
And then I killed my own rabbits. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
So Adrian was right. Holy LOL. What I fucking say, bitches? I'm tired of you bitches. I'm tired of you bitches.
Oh God, I hate this woman.
You guys think I'm doing this for me? I'm doing this for girls. You know how many times a man
Well, that's probably debatable.
like that will get away with doing that shit again? Do other women? Do other women? The reason why I did what I did was not for me, was not for the money, okay? I don't give a fuck. It's about other girls, it happening to other women.
Yeah, I don't want there to be...
It's not about winning, it's about making sure that, like, people can't do this shit to women. You know, to anybody, really, to anybody. Like, these people are freaks. Like, it's not even just him. Like, this shit happens every single day in this industry.
So,
before I begin this video, that I know a lot of people.
Oh, that's a surprise we may get into. So, you know, yeah, Mizkif is getting fucking grilled from all sides. So apparently she's suing him. I don't know the story behind Adriana Lee or what happened there. I've been seeing this guy quite a bit here recently. This retard. He's out there saying, keep in mind she's a liar. So defending Mizkif in this. Apparently he's also been going at it with Queeman and some other people. Let's see. But this dude's like just a weird fucking freak. Huge drama day. Get in here. JD Vance owned Hassan. Pokemon. Like, this guy to me is just a different version of Andy Pants. Maybe an alt account of Andy Pants. So yeah, that's kind of the first one that I saw that has come out. Whoa, and said that they're I guess already in the process of suing him in other situations like that. Andy Pants, is that you, right? Then I saw this. Now, keep in mind, like, I don't keep up with OTK and a lot of these larger streamers and stuff like that. It's just not content that I generally watch or care about unless something like this happens. So this one, Novaru, streamer, model, OnlyFans, I'm guessing, since she's at 0.01%. 158K on that. And this is my experience with Mizkif sexually harassing me. Back in 2019, I hooked up with another streamer who told me he was single, but I later found out that he was involved with a mutual friend. That person anonymously leaked our private DMs while I was already dealing with that violation of privacy. Mizkif used the situation as content in front of, okay, this may not be as bad as I think it is, in front of tens of thousands of viewers. On stream, he mocked and degraded me, encouraging others to shame me sexually. His comments included references to adult work I did when I was 18 and sarcastic remarks suggesting I should come over so they could use me for content, while his friends joined in slut shaming and ridiculing me. Isn't that like, wasn't that his whole thing, like bringing OnlyFans chicks on for a while? Like the door or whatever that he had, and people would just come in? His audience harassed me for months afterwards, echoing his comments. I was only 20 and new to streaming, while most of them were in their late 20s. The entire ordeal was deeply traumatizing. Mizkif later sent me a brief apology, only after realizing his behavior might get him banned. By then, the damage was done. I was a small streamer and too scared to report him in fear of backlash. I'm not trying to rehash old drama, but I truly believe Mizkif has a pattern of abuse and does not deserve a platform. I support every person who's come forward with their experiences with him. Full video. I know some people will try to twist my intentions, but I am speaking because of what happened was wrong. Sure. I don't know if it fully falls under what he's saying. Anybody else remember when Mizkif? Okay, so that's something that happened. Let's see this video.
Do the people keep bringing up a Zoom?
No, I underestimated you. I did not know you could do this for people's channels. You are great. I thought that Bridget girl was good. You and Over are fantastic. You gotta come over to my house.
Why? Because somebody leaked my DMs?
What?
Like, I literally just existed and I got my DMs leaked and suddenly I'm content for you?
Of course.
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much how it works. Yeah.
Like, why would I want to chill with people that are, like, this fake, though?
Oh, Mitch, you're on Twitter! What do you mean? Like, how can you fuck a zucchini?
Miz, no.
Is that the...
Holy shit, this house is so fucking toxic. Oh my god. Why do the people keep bringing up a zucchini? Because Nova has a porn video or whatever where she fucks a zucchini, so they do it as like a way to make fun of her or whatever. It's kind of gross. And the Nova is getting like pretty relentlessly shut on by a group of people that she thought were her friends. Like, this is actually like really fucking disgusting. Like, I kind of feel bad that like everybody in the background is like, it's kind of like a big meme. Like, people's like personal messages are literally getting outed. People's sexual relationships that they wanted to keep public are being, or keep private, are being made public. And then people that are like clearly like heavily emotionally invested in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing the, you know, the pattern of fucking bad behavior for sure. I mean, you'd have to go after like every single content creator that did this to her. Now, obviously, he's the biggest, so it has the biggest impact on her, and it's scumbag behavior in general. And it's clear he only cares about people for the content. So I don't know if I would fully consider this sexual harassment. I mean, I guess, yeah, because they're talking about her being a slut and all that other stuff. But when you put stuff in public audience, people are going to talk about it. So, little disappointing on this one, I would say. I mean, it starts to show the line of the pattern of him doing anything to get content. He only cares about the numbers. What did he say? You know, if I knew, I should have you on. If I knew that you were going to give me these numbers, doesn't care about people, only cares about numbers. Then the other one, the final one that I saw, that I stole, is this one. I don't know who this chick is. Another probably OnlyFans. Streamer, draw, cook, cosplay, do spicy content. Got it. I don't know her either, so if anyone knows her and wants to tell me anything about her, let's see. My Mizkif essay and a harassment experience. Our first hookup, I was so drunk I couldn't keep my eyes open. Okay, here we go. Originally, I was supposed to crash on the couch, but somehow ended up in his bed. I remember all I wanted to do was sleep, but he kept, okay, this could be a little bit more serious if true. But he kept trying to kiss me and undress me. I finally let him have it because I was too dizzy to care anymore. He made sure to coach me to say that this is like a repeat thing that we're seeing too. He coached me to say that it was consensual afterwards and to get the story straight because he was afraid of being canceled. He was so sweet at that time that we ended up having a consensual fling afterwards. 2. After our fling ended, he started terrible rumors about me, telling people I was manipulative, bad, and an awful human being. He would tell people that I cut myself during sex. That's fucking unhinged. And that I was crazy. I would hear the most awful rumors from people I had just met even years later. He would continue to talk about me long after we no longer interacted. Yeah, this is my guess. It's part of it is using it for content, but another part of it is he wants to make sure that the other person is completely ousted from any other group. Everyone has to know what a bad person they are and things like that, right? Now this is still like he said, she said, but I mean, it's following similar patterns. Yes, she could have seen the thing before and made it up, but the more people that are coming out, the more, real this seems to me. After our fling, he started... No, we already did that. Telling people, cut myself during sex. This made me never reach out to people anymore. I was mortified of the rumors he spread, depressed over what people thought of me. Lakari is witness to the depression Mischief caused me. He's also witness to the harassment I experienced long after the fling was over. During my relationship with Lakari, he regularly talks shit about me and constantly tell Lakari that he doesn't know the real Huko, I guess. He tried poisoning our relationship the whole time. He would plant ideas into Lakari's head to start fights. After the relationship with Lakari ended, Miz upped the shit talking even more. Lakari noted that it looked like Miz was actively trying to ruin my reputation. So this is someone that hung out with him. I would hear how everyone in Austin hates me because of what Miz would say. I think Emeru is super brave for coming out with her story. I struggle with the posting associated, blah, 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 blah. I'm so sorry this happened to you, but it's good that you spoke out. Hopefully this is a close friends. Yes, based on the story written in the first part. Just, okay, we're chat GPTing it. So 3 women so far, and then people have been digging up clips of him since then. Resurfaced clips of Mizkif fearing his ex would surpass him in viewership, like pathetic stuff like this.
Felt a lot better, and I don't think he even realizes what he did for me in that call, but he really did help me a lot. I was nonstop. It's all I could think about is that she was beating me as a streamer and I was gonna die. But then he reminded me that women have a cap and men just grow as streamers, and that's pretty much just fucking it. So felt a lot better. I really did. So,
okay.
You see, I admire him a lot.
Like has to talk bad about their ex, right?
As a streamer, he definitely sets the bar when it comes to the amount of hours you're willing to put into streaming and the amount of time that you're willing to put into streaming. No one else does. I was terrified. I couldn't understand what was happening. My
insane behavior. What else do we have here? People were bringing up this one. This was kind of crazy. I don't know the situation to this. Like, I don't understand. Here's the thing of this. This could have been a thing that they said they were going to do, right? What the fuck is this? Why would this even occur? What did people say? What happened? It was a slap bet, but she probably didn't expect him to hit her that hard. Okay, I got it. 5 seconds later, he ran out to her. That hand placement. I think they're trying to use this in the wrong text, like that he slapped her. I think there's plenty of other situations that we could go with. What else did we have? This ADHD person posted this.
I don't have more viewers when I'm doing sponsors at my desktop.
And apparently I can't hear it again. I want to get a new headset, but I'm too cheap. That's not true. I'm the spender in the family.
You're playing the crane game.
I had 14,000 this morning IRLing at the nonprofit.
Okay, I didn't need to hear that.
He gets upset.
I didn't need to hear that. Like, really?
No. Okay. I used no. I used to get upset. I'm not kidding you, Chad. I used to legitimately get fucking pissed because I'm like, are you fucking serious? I brought this bitch into the world, and now all of a sudden she's fucking growing faster than I was. Because I was going like this, and she was going like this. And I'm like, what the hell is this crap? What is going on here? It's the fucking Babsity effect. So I was pissed. I'm like,
The fact
you were such a pussy.
The fact that you can say that and feel like it's okay that you felt that way and just be like, yeah, I was like that. Like, that is crazy. That's bad.
Is it bad?
Yes.
And guess what? I don't care anymore.
That's bad.
But I don't care anymore. And I stopped caring.
He's okay as long as I never have more viewers than him. If I ever surpassed him in viewership, which will never happen.
Oh, she'd be done. I'd pull the plug.
He could not take it. He could not.
Yeah, admitting that he still has the same problem in the same
Beats
sentence.
me in Mario 64. That's literally what it'd be like if she has more viewers. It would feel like she 2-0'd me, and I would just not have that.
Oh, man. Just repeat behavior from the same guy. Let's see here. This one's with Emeru. Let's see what this one is.
Yay, we did it.
Hey, mods, can you do me a huge fucking favor? Can you start banning literally anybody that ever tells me that I'm being mean to her? I mean, can you give a disclaimer?
It's not being mean. This is just how.
They stop that at an appropriate time, but another unhinged behavior. People are saying mean things to me. Start banning them, please. In her chat, or is that his? This one came out. Let me switch over to. Let me switch over here. Boop. Guess they're saying she's sad.
Okay. So, I'm feeling great right now. So why don't we continue the Q&A for a little bit?
I'd be sad too if I had that creep in my life. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, he's so like he just bleeds that there's something wrong with him, right? The way he speaks, the way he looks, I don't know what to come. It just bleeds like I am not a good person. I will fuck you over to get on top. Evil aura. That's a good way to describe it. Demonic. Is his last name Tarzia? Always coming in with the Jeff jokes. You missed it earlier. I'll probably clip it up and put it on there. But Jeff crashing out about a job application is crazy.
All right, Allie, you can give me a question.
Yeah,
Wash
she
your
sounds like she wants to be there.
Oh my god, who cares?
Oh, you see on the right there? You saw his hysterical meltdown. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. You see the stuffies on the right there? Those things will take your eye out. So you got to watch out about how abusive this little Asian woman is when she's throwing Kirby at you. As you chuck your phone on the bed at 100 miles an hour and accidentally give her a black eye.
Wipe the grease off on the box. It's fine. Who cares, dude? It's fine. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's just clear she doesn't want to be there. Something happened. This one I thought was interesting. Boop. We might have enough time to do something small too. Maybe I'll do a little play through, play some something. Why would someone have so many Kirby's though? I mean, that's true. Like I said, I don't understand any of these people. I just can't understand how these people are still getting support, man. Parasocial relationships are a bitch, especially nowadays. I mean, it's very rare. Like once you're at the top like this, it is incredibly hard to fall down. It's like that too big to fail scenario.
I was watching the stream last night with Wake, and I was like, yeah, this is a bad idea. Because you have 3 of the biggest girl influencers on Twitch going out to a place without security in a packed area with really no guy on screen or guy. I was like, that's a bad idea. And as much as I hate to say it, they should have had security. I mean, I think they know that now. Like but it's not even just security. I mean, the truth is these girls can't really have fun. Like, how can you really have fun knowing that there's a guy that's, even with security, he can just stand 30 feet away from you and just stare at you and follow you home at some point? You see.
Okay, that's a retarded statement. Like they're at least, like, I agree they should have had security, right? She should probably have a closer to connection to security, reach out to her local police department, alarm systems, get fucking dogs, whatever she has to get. But, we've seen what happens to the rabbits. So, but like the idea that they can't go out and have fun because of this, like you can't live your life like that. You have to go out and do things. Was it, probably irresponsible of them to go out there without someone knowing that she has stalkers? Yeah, I absolutely agree.
See some of these like W streamers, they have security at all times. It's not like they have security a little bit. They have security even off stream. Listen, if I was there and this guy did that, I would tell you, chat, I'd be in jail. Just letting you know, I would be in jail right now. I would have not ran. I would have beat the out of this. I would have beat him to a pulp.
I would have protected Amaru. She needs me.
Actually, this guy, I would have like, okay. I would beat the shit out of him. I just would have. Why? Because I'm on testosterone. I would get so mad at this moment, I would just have punched him in the face.
I'm on roids.
Kept filming. I'd be like wailing on him. Sure. You've seen her to be getting fights. Do I ever seem like I back away? Hell no, I don't. I would have ran in there. I like fights. I would have went in. You kidding me? I would have fought this guy in 2 seconds.
He needs tea at his age. Oh, he doesn't need it at his age, but he does it anyway.
Carries knives. I don't. Stab me. Do it. Stream it. I don't give a fuck. You don't do that. But the thing is, it's like, do you expect Rose to do that? No, bro. Like, just run. That's the best way to do it. I'm saying what I would have done, which is the wrong thing to do. I would have not have been in the right.
Yeah, sure.
Rosie did the best thing. He pushed him and they ran. That's what you should do. I'm saying what I would have done, being an idiot. You know? Like, that's what you should do. You should not fight this guy. You're just going to get in jail time or problems or deal with this shit he could try to sue you. But I know in adrenaline, my adrenaline's pumping looking at this guy right now. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I want to punch my monitor. I would beat the shit out of this guy.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice admitting that you're just a retard that would go off, go unhinged and off rails just at the sight of somebody. I get it. Things get heated. Physical things can happen, but just this whole persona tough guy thing is retarded.
Don't even touch me. I'll hit you first. Don't care.
I'll ruin my entire life.
I mean, also he's a little bitch. Like he's not some big. Like this was Canute. All right, let's run. You know, let's just walk fast. He won't get us, but dude, I'm telling you, if I was there, chat, it would have been such a crazy clip because you would just see me beating. I would actually just go to jail. I would join that 3-day ban with Hassan. I would have just went to jail. It would have went to jail. I would be there with Luigi Mangione. We'd just be chilling out. I would have totally went to jail. Why are you saying I wouldn't? Chat, I've never backed out of a fight. What the fuck is that? Come on, give me a break. I think a lot of you would. I think if a guy went up to a girl like that, like I love all these people. You think I was one of my friends. You wouldn't back up a friend, especially with a dude that's like a kind of a twig. I mean, let's be honest, that's a big ass dude. Yeah, I would punch him in the face. You know? Now if he was with a group, I'd be a little bit afraid. Right? But he's a one dude.
Yeah. Like this guy never grew up. Not even once. This one was interesting. I wanted to watch some of these. I didn't like. I'm going in kind of raw to a lot of these because I didn't want to. I wanted to just see it. I don't know who this person. This is on live stream fail. Is this a live stream fail? This looks weird. I guess oldreddit.com. KO Sabrina reveals the harassing messages after she criticized his disrespectful actions in Japan, as well as him condoning his community miskids harassing her endlessly. People who talk like that have never been in a fight besides jumping middle schoolers. Possibly. He did say if he was a bigger guy, he would run.
My people, sorry if I got you worried. Yeah, sorry about that. Are you shitting on him? Because he sent me a personal message. Yeah, shitting on me. Yes, that's why. And it's all about me. There are like 3 me in 3 sentences. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so your community actually reflects you. Wow. I was shocked. And he actually deleted that comment later on from like a Discord. Yeah, but of course I screenshot it.
Was this the tree hanging incident or was this a different time? This was submitted 3 days ago. Because I know when he went to Japan, I guess that Japan thing was recently. He went to Japan and he climbed on, like there was a big thing going on about these live streamers going to Japan and climbing all over like the cherry trees and stuff like that, and it being disrespectful. But I'm guessing that's what this is because I know he went in and did it.
As evidence. Yeah. You shouldn't be, Kaho. Our community is the best. Oh, thank you. Well, you're one of the best. Yeah, it's like so disappointing. I got so personally disappointed. Up until that point, I thought like, you know what? He didn't know, or they didn't know. I mean, it's not about this one guy. They didn't know. Of course, they can always excuse it. I was gonna, help them have the opportunity to explain themselves, even to the Japanese community and the English community. And they were like, oh, yeah, really rude response. Really rude.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
3 me in 3 sentences.
It was like a big problem. Japan, Korea, and a lot of these countries are hating these tourist streamers, IRL streamers that are coming around. There's a lot of, I guess, laws and stuff like that are starting to come out with it. And Mizkif, I believe, did like pull-ups on it. See here. Really, is this the only one?
Mizkif has
You can kind of see it in the background on this one. Let's see if he...
the Japanese public by doing pull-ups on a cherry blossom tree in Japan, which doesn't seem like a huge deal as he didn't appear to damage the tree, but is considered majorly disrespectful in Japanese culture, perhaps made worse because of all the live streamers causing problems in Japan recently. Subscribe. Did you hear? Mizkif had...
Yeah, so there was a lot of other stuff going around there. I think there was one smaller streamer that went viral for it, and then Mizkif decided to go to Japan and do the same thing. Why? Because it went viral.
And there was no period in the sentence. That really, my OCD just like freaked out. Yeah, creator. And it's all sounded like you were upset with me for making a big deal. If you want to explain yourself, I'm all happy. I'm always happy to appear on your stream or video with just content. Take the shit from your community, help make you look good by hearing you out. Let me know if there is anything you'd like to do. But please know it wasn't a personal attack on you or the other guys in the video. I would have felt and done the same to other creators I met. Locals in Japan are too frustrated with tourists causing troubles, whether they do that out of malice or oblivion. Okay, nice and simple. Professional. And then the response. You know what? Other English speaker who is like as a second language. English is my second language, but I guess I feel like my writing sounds more mature. Because the response I got was, now I have Johnny Sumara cancel me. You don't realize what you've done to me. Please leave me alone. Me. What the fuck? What did I say? It's not about you. I'm so outraged. Wow. At least one of the bad tourists. Oh yeah, I haven't met them or anything. It was never being like personal. Seriously, I'm outrageous. So such immature response. Encourage hate when some of their community, I guess you have seen that, have been very toxic, and they haven't said anything. And their community has been blaming me for.
This isn't that far away from the time when Johnny Somali was in Japan before he got kicked out and then went to he tried to go to Israel at first. I think he realized that was going to end badly, and then went to Korea, and now they're not playing around with him. But I think it's around that same time that this was all happening.
Not saying like, oh, please don't put the blame on them, anything. I haven't. Seriously, your guys haven't said anything. Yeah, to try to diminish the hate toward me. So it's like, stop being one-sided. It's like I want to say. But I only reply back to some followers on my ex, and I don't reply back to anybody. And whenever I make a new tweet, I kind of ignore other tweets. But yeah. Anyhow, if you have any problem with that, I can always call you out here. Don't worry about it. But please don't name drop. I don't really like people name dropping in chat unless they're here in chat. Even Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ is in chat, yeah, I can give them attention. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. He's in tweeting Sanky the people shitting on you. I don't want to always make it about one guy.
So yeah, I didn't hear about this. I didn't really pay attention to the cherry tree stuff. But just more of the same behavior, clout chasing, doing anything he can. Let's see, what else do we have? The moment feels hard to watch. Pop it onto X. Let's see what's going on
You
here.
puke a lot, you cry a lot, your stomach hurts all the time, you don't work at all, you don't do anything, you're lazy as hell, you're pretty much an abomination, you're weak, you're pathetic. I think he's got everything. You puke a lot, you cry a lot, your stomach hurts.
Was that Mizkif? Emeru explodes. Oh, God. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye. But he always, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Like, of course I'm not gonna think that, he's.
This guy does a lot of coaching of people.
This is the beginning, by the way.
At the time, I just kind of was, I just brushed it off. And looking back now, I feel like that was kind of the start of him testing my boundaries, if that makes sense. So that was already kind of starting to show signs within the first 6 months of me and him being close. And then, again, a very public situation.
So he didn't say much. I guess this was just another video of it happening. They happened to be watching. Oh, yeah, we saw that one already. I don't really care about this one. Here's one of it. I think that's going to show his clout goblin ways.
Huh?
What sponsors do you have right now?
No,
Like,
I don't sell out to sponsors like you
really.
guys.
Bear with me. All right. See here.
Are they gonna put,
You
like,
literally
those-
signed
Huh?
What sponsors do you have right now?
No,
Like,
I don't sell out to sponsors like you guys.
Can I ask, are they gonna put
You
like
literally
those-
signed
How
a
you make
Rumble.
the sponsors now?
You literally
Like,
signed
are
a
you-
Rumble, which means that you sold
Nah.
your fucking soul for money and views. Not even views, just money.
Ooh, cold.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
What happened?
What happened?
Is that the hottest
That's
shit?
I think that's the hottest shit. Yo, what's the last one called?
I
Shaq?
cannot participate in this.
He's so easily hurt. He's just one of those guys whose ego is so fragile. All it takes is one person saying something for him to just completely lose it. This one can't be what it says. Da, 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 da. Why is this size all weird? All right, let's see what this one is.
Small, scrawny Asian guy? Yeah, I'd punch him in the face. Of course I would.
You remember the time that you weren't in the org yet? So it was at the worst OTK ever.
Whoa.
Anniversary? Oh my
Where
god.
did Chud come
So
from?
Miz and Milena were having a cake fight.
Okay.
And
They say expect the unexpected.
the camera. Instead of like throwing cake in like Milena's face, he accidentally just punched her in the face.
She did? Oh, I remember that.
The camera.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god. So the cake just missed.
The cake missed, and it was just his hand and his.
Oh my god.
She just got socked in the face.
Did it hurt?
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
she was crying. You know, it's so funny, man. Oh, Rich is furious.
What is that? No,
He-
no, it's okay.
he's so mad.
It's fine.
Uh-oh.
Think fingers.
I mean, that was rough housing and someone got hurt. I don't really think that falls under. This is the problem with a lot of it is everyone's going to find every clip they can, and that one's just don't care, right? Boom, boom, boom. I guess more showing that he's a violent guy.
Lay down!
Ah, that was such a weak throw.
Welcome back to the Flop Party. You got a lot of work to catch back.
The problem with like this guy is like you could tell he only streams games that he thinks are viral. Like I remember everyone was playing this game and I was like, that doesn't look like a game for me. But he's gonna put it on because it's the viral game that people are playing. Is he actually interested in any of the games he plays? That was weak though. I know people who destroy bigger stuff, but who don't seem to be abusive. I got two more things that we're going to look at. One of them is one of my favorite people, a guy with a father who just keeps on giving whether you want it or not. Our friend Tectone. So let's see what Tectone has to say about the Mizkif situation.
People have been waiting on me for a very long time to make. I want to make one thing perfectly clear. This video is not for content. This video isn't to be an I told you so. This video really isn't a pile on the Mizkif train right now. It's really not.
You telling me that makes me believe it more.
To talk about. I take no enjoyment in this. I take no pride in this. You might see me make a joke or two on Twitter because hearing a fucking stuffed animal's a deadly weapon was insane to me. But this is just kind of people want to hear what I have to say, and I'm going to
No one really wants to hear what you have to say.
This is not a video where I will ever talk about the trials and tribulations and issues that I had with Miz. It's not the time. It's not the place. People have already come out with their stories, and rather garnering any sympathy from me, I'd rather you just go support the other people instead. I don't need any sympathy. I don't need any pity. Please go support and listen to them and support them the best you can. And I appreciate that. I will say this, Miz, in case you're watching this, I do hope you take care of yourself. I do. I know you're kind of going down this route of you want to drop nukes on everybody and watch the whole world burn, and that's fine and that's dandy. It's not really going to change anything, is it? Not really.
This is Tectone scared of something? I mean, this sounds like Tectone is scared of something. Specifically talking about him dropping nukes.
You can do whatever it is you want to do, but my suggestion is just that you simply retire.
He sounds hungover. Yeah.
Have the money and, you know, keep on living. This whole situation is just very disheartening because the longer that I exist in the space, the longer that my community, others' community will realize that the people who have been shit-talking me and blacklisting me and slandering me are slowly
Oh, so this is going to be about him.
Coming out for everyone to realize that, man, if someone's shit-talking me, it's pretty much a big red flag at this point, and trust me.
Misgive bad, so everybody else talking about me bad too.
The things I get to talk about later are going to be even better. What's hilarious is I've already won, but I'm really enjoying my time off, so I'm not even going to talk about it yet. But I got some great things to talk about later. For any female streamer,
I can't wait for this advice.
That's in this space. I hope that you can learn from this. Any of the large streamers that frequently orchestrate large collaborative events, I'm letting you know those are the shitbags in the space. Those who constantly bring on other large streamers onto their platform over and over and over and over again, things will eventually come out. They will. They will. If you're a young female in this space and someone comes up to you and they say, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do this for you, just run. For real. Just get away, you know?
Thanks for the sound advice, Tectone.
You're going to be sexually assaulted, but you're going to be used, you're going to be manipulated, and, you know, that even also goes for any man. I mean, let's just look at Twitch the other day. If you're a man and you get sexually assaulted on stream, bro, the woman got banned for 24 hours. I don't even remember the dumb whore's name, but that shit blew my mind. Getting very tired of this streaming space as of late. Is anybody else getting tired of it? I remember when drama was just this person called that person a funny name and now they're going to yell about it. Now it's just crimes. It's sad, really. It's disheartening. It doesn't feel good to share that news. It's crazy what this system can do to people.
If he was tired, he would leave Twitch, but he's not because he makes good money over there when he's streaming, and he cares about the numbers just like Mizkif does because he brings them up all the time. Twitch. It's okay, Redstein. I'm dyslexic, so I never get it right.
And I don't really want to touch on anything criminal that Miz has been accused of. I have no interest in that. I'll leave that to the parties at be. I've no desire to touch on that or dogpile on that. But
you shouldn't.
What I will say is that Mizkif is a cautionary tale of what a man who will do anything for 5 extra viewers, 10 extra viewers, 100 extra viewers, 1,000 extra viewers. And I think it speaks volumes because...
I mean, isn't this the guy that, like, completely went red pill, black pill, whatever you want to call it, into politics because it got him so many views? Like, that's what he was constantly showing. Like, oh, they're trying to cancel me this, Trump that, whatever this. It's the same thing. It's just a different avenue.
If you think he's the only person like that, I'm sorry. There's many, many, many more. People in this space don't really see you as human beings anymore. They see you as a means to an end. They see you as a dollar sign. They see you as an increase to your viewership. With other streamers like Ludwig saying 95% of the people he interacts with on stream, he wouldn't even go to their funeral.
Sure.
I don't remember it always being this way.
It was. You just didn't notice.
Driving people to madness. It's letting them become victims to the demons of their own minds. And I want to say to any streamer watching this, try to unplug. It's one of the best decisions you can ever make. I know a lot of people, you want to keep the cogs turning, feed the machine. Guys, I'll be real. I could come back to streaming anytime I want. At this point in time, I have no reason not to, besides the amount of personal growth that I'm currently experiencing, as well as physical health and spiritual health, is outstanding. And I think content creation can lead a lot of people to become victims to the demons of their own mind and victims of the machine. Take a break. Step back. Realize if you...
So this whole video has absolutely nothing to do with Mizkif. He's just using it as a way to, again, repeat how he's better spiritually, how, his life is better. Didn't I just talk about this earlier in the stream? I'm a better person than I was before. And then to, moral frog about everyone that's on there. Look, you just need to get offline. Everything is so terrible and bad over there, and you just need to come do what I'm doing, right?
You taking a break for your mental health is truly going to destroy your career.
He's trying to gain sympathy and virtue signal. That's the words for it.
That's sustainable long term. You will slip up. You will do something out of character. You will do something.
This guy is one of the most manipulative people on the internet, and he does it in a different way than Mizkif does. Mizkif obviously is very aggressive in the way he does it and things like that. Tectone likes to be nice to you. He likes to say things and play the nice guy so that if you come at him, he can say, whoa, I was just being nice. But he's just as controlling and just as manipulative as Mizkif is.
That will ruin your life, and I promise you, your 15 minutes of fame truly isn't worth it. I mean, look at all the women who have begun to glorify the idea that for $5 you can see their asshole. Jesus. It's sick.
Man, has everyone forgotten that the internet was always toxic? Because I've become so sensitive to both sides, right? Like I always hear this argument like the internet was way worse back in the day, and then now it's everybody was eating cupcakes and friendship, and people weren't backstabby back then, or drama wasn't it was like people calling people names, and I was like, no, there's like a whole series of like years where everyone was just calling each other a pedophile and canceling each other. We're not doing that right now.
Anything to further their careers. I mean, I've heard of women who have offered sexual favors to streamers to just get a raise.
Leafy iDubbbz, a classic tale of drama. Exactly.
Streamers, male streamers, tell women that if they do sexual favors for them, they'll get a raid.
So it's like Hollywood, right? Everyone's playing a character online, and the big people with money are doing the exact same thing that they do in Hollywood. Hey, baby, I can make you a star.
And I think it's disgusting how sex has now become a tool for profit and exposure.
Always has been, bud.
When it once was a sacred act that you would do with one person who you would want to be there for the rest of your life and live a nice, quiet, humble life.
Prostitution is the oldest job in the world. This is just insane. The good old days argument. It's not even sex was never a sacred act. Agreed. Like, I'm very much in for the trad relationship, but yeah, it's often considered blasphemy in very many ways. There are even religions, Christian religions, where it's only should be used as the tool to have children, or you can only have sex missionary. That used to be a rule in the military for a long time.
Sharing this intimate practice with the one person.
I think that law is still in play. It's just never used.
You consider your soulmate.
Yeah, people have been getting divorced like way back then. There was a king, I don't remember which king because my memory sucks, who changed the Bible so he could divorce his wife.
People's values.
King Henry, is that it? King James? No, King Henry.
Fame, the pursuit of fortune is really making people show their true colors, and it's not pretty.
Henry VIII, yes.
I take no enjoyment in everything that's currently being.
I think that's correct.
24 hours. But I did just want to warn you guys of what happens when you pursue view after view after view, content after content after content, and you disregard your own mental well-being, and you disregard everything that is real in life in pursuit of what is fake.
Yeah, this whole, internet, online, all the time bullshit is just fucking so outdone. Yes, there are people who should chronically online. Yes, you should probably step away sometimes and stop looking at the fucking numbers. This isn't like a revolutionary idea. But there are tons of people who just do this and then get off and go do their thing, right?
May everyone watching this have a wonderful day. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all are taking care of yourself. Please, never kill yourself. Your life is worth living. What hardships you are currently experiencing, you will get through. And thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah, this is just sympathy bait, freaking virtue signaling bullshit. Ironic that Tectone is saying can also tie into the culture war and politics. 100%. Sometimes You just need to turn the politics and culture war off. Yep, 100%. So I had one more thing I wanted to show before we get out of here today. Let's bring it up. So apparently Asmongold announced that, let's get back to my X one, that there are other stories with 5 other witnesses involving Mizkif. Mizkif was removed from OTK for a separate reason not involving Emaru. Will shortly be revealed too. So let's see.
Ever since this happened, there have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. And not a single person that is in the space that knew him is really defending him. In the OTK, he hasn't been in OTK for a long time. And I will say too, I know people get mad at me for this. There are other stories of things that will be points on the same graph making the same line. I said it last time. People got mad. They said I was vague posting.
Kind of poetic that the 2 founders of OTK would end up at each other's throats. Yeah. It's crazy how the world turns when you're up there.
I'm being serious. Source, trust me, bro. The story that I would tell you has 5 other witnesses. And again, I apologize for being vague, but just give it a couple of days. If you want me to be completely as transparent as I can be, it's because I want to make sure that these people have legal counsel before they say anything, because they're worried, because they don't have the position that Amy or I do, and that's the reason. I would say it myself. I'm not going to do that. Just give it a couple of days.
I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret.
It was another reason. Like, all of those decisions had already been made before any of this had come out. Yep, totally different reason. Elaborate? I will. I don't want to do it today because I think that there are other people that I would prefer say it. But I will if it doesn't come out. Is this drama baiting for views? How is it drama baiting for views? Like, I said that this stuff would come out. It did. Just because I'm not going to immediately... I understand that there's a lot of people that are really young and you don't understand the complexities of things like this. But yeah, this stuff is really complex and hard. And it's not just as simple as simply saying whatever you think happened. It's a lot of complexity with this, and there's multiple people involved, and there are other obligations and conflicting variables. And yeah, I'm not going to immediately say why and explain the entire thing. But what I will say is that that's not why it happened. Period. And you shouldn't be talking about it? Of course I can. It's clear you're trying to do the right thing. There's things that are not your story to tell, and giving the others the opportunity to speak up. Yeah. And I will tell you this. If other people don't tell the story, I will tell it. I did get permission from one of the people, the person that was the most affected by it. I got the permission from that person last night to tell the story. I will tell the story why Miz was removed from OTK. If they don't want to, I'll do it. I'll respect their wishes and their privacy, but I will do it. And you'll see that had nothing to do with this. And again, I apologize for not being able to drop everything immediately, but there's a lot of reasons for that. And I apologize. Hopefully you can see that with all of this blow up, I wasn't bullshitting. I wasn't bullshitting then. I'm not bullshitting now.
You've seen similar dramas. It's not that very complex. Yeah, I agree. You can... A lot of times it's just coming out with a story. Like, yeah, I can understand wanting to get lawyers all set up and ready if they are people like Mizkif has a lot of money. He can try and do it. It's very clear he will try and go do those things, do things to take people down if they go against him. But I think Asmongold is overplaying it here. It's just who knows what's going on behind the scenes with it, or who's going to be coming out. Like I said, people are already starting to come out all over the place. Clips of Mizkif are being shown all over the place. Mizkif hasn't streamed since the allegations came out and since his response. So that's where we are currently in this little escapade. Until anything else comes out, I probably won't be covering any more. Once Mizkif says something, or once someone major comes out with an allegation, we'll pull it up and watch it and go from there, because I think I'm pretty caught up on what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. It's kind of funny how some streamers fucking up takes heat off of Hassan for a while. That's a true statement. When it comes to the internet and content in general, it usually doesn't last more than a week. Like, everyone was going on, Hassan is over, Hassan is done, but it's the same song and dance people have been using against him for years, and it goes the same with a lot of people. You just have to wait for it to happen, and then or you have to just wait and stream through it, like they say. And as long as it's not something incredibly major, I've even seen some horrendous allegations go against people, and they stream through it and they're still fine. So, yep, insane stuff going on as the big streamers all start collapsing in on themselves, and as they get ready to start pointing guns at each other and going at it. But it should be fun to watch. Should be interesting content. I'll be back on Thursday, guys. No, not Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. What day is it? Turns out big streamers were never good people. Yeah, what a surprise there. What is it? Today is Tuesday. No, today is Wednesday. What day is it? Holy fucking shit. I'm losing my mind here. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday. Fuck me. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday. We'll see what content comes up. Smash has been crashing out pretty hard, so I'd like to see that. Maybe the Alyssa Cullen will stream, and we could take a look at that. If you got anything, as always, put it in the Discord. I'll take a look at it. Y'all have a great night, guys. I'll see y'all later.